Triple M, it is Robbie and Carly on this Tuesday morning, and time for a bit of maths chat. So let's welcome Jamie to the show. How are you, Jamie?
Oh, not the standing ovation for me.
You deserve it. You deserve
It's
it.
radio, so we'll say we are standing. But Jamie, I got to say, you are for sure one of my favourites on the show, and I am love working out in you and Dave because I feel like you guys are the couple that have just gone from strength to strength.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you've seen and what I experienced, clearly, and my feelings are rapidly developing. But I definitely think in comparison to everyone else, my God, we look amazing.
You're such a cute couple.
We are pretty cute. I mean, I'm literally bite-sized next to him.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
you've seen that
absolutely.
paparazzi picture of you two going around at the moment of the height difference between you and just how miniature you look next to him.
I am so bloody small, next to anyone, and then you give me a six man. It's almost comedic at this point. But people still come up to me and they're like, "Wow, you're so much smaller than I thought." I'm like, I was next to Dave. You should have thought I had a height problem.
Now, I think I know the answer to this one, but last night you revealed that you actually had said the L word to Dave, and then I feel like the editing cut off before we were able to hear his response. So when you said the L word to Dave, what was his response? I'm assuming he said it back, right?
I did say when at the campfire, bonfire. I don't know. Now I've got camp in my head. Thanks, Lauren.
Camp works.
I did say when I told him we're going to bed, good night, because I didn't want to hear his response, and that was the update.
Wait, he hasn't said it back?
At that point, it was just me who had said, "I love you." I told him not to say it back to me. I told him not to respond to me. I just said, "I'm going to get this out and you go to bed."
Oh, there you go. So you just wanted to let him know how you feel and not have an expectation to hear it back.
Yes. I mean, at that time, it was for context, Dave was about to go back to Melbourne for a couple of days to see his dad, who, was terminally ill. So it was a really tough time for Dave. And so, I think all the care just really built up and the feelings, and the night before he left, he's leaving really early in the morning. I said it to him and I said, "Now go to bed." But I understood as well, his mind just very much focused on what was going on at home at that point. So I didn't want to put pressure on him.
That's interesting because we did obviously find out about Dave and his dad when you guys got married, and I guess at the start of the series. But as the series goes on, you kind of do forget about that because it's not referenced as much. How did Dave go when it gets to 6 weeks, 2 months into the show? Was he dealing with it well?
Look, Dave did have a lot of support. The production and stuff did offer him resources to use. Obviously, I was doing whatever I could as well. Dave's happy place was the spa. So every day we made time for Dave to go to the spa. I just made sure he came home to a nice meal and stuff. If he needed to talk, if he needed to walk, it was just following however he needed to emotionally regulate. So I was definitely a really big support system to Dave, and I knew naturally, I was able to fully invest myself in this experiment, and Dave still showed up so amazingly well, as you can probably see. He's very much involved, but there's always going to be part of Dave that was stuck at home, dealing with a very real situation.
Oh, of course. That is completely understandable. I want to talk about another situation where I guess production had to provide some support to, and that is the Karina and Paul situation. In your opinion, do you think Paul should have been kicked out of the experiment? People have been pretty vocal online about this.
Look, everyone is entitled to their opinion. My opinions today are going to be solely focused on Dave and I and the retreat. Of course, you're welcome to ask Karina. I know she's also in Western Australia you're welcome to ask Karina, but this is Jamie time.
Fair enough. You don't
Fair
want
answer.
anyone else's. I love that. Okay. Well, let's bring it back to you then, and let's talk about what goes down between you and Lauren. It's weird because I feel like we haven't seen this side of Lauren in full show until the couples retreat. Was there any build up to this that we didn't see play out on screen? Because it seems like this attitude and snobbiness was only kind of hinted at, and now it seems like she's had a full personality change. Was she clashing with people in the lead up to this?
So what was really interesting is I remember the hens night. Me and Athena, we kind of bonded from the start. And me and Athena said, I don't really like her. Like, she was really rude and just like, she just was very cold. But at the same time, I was never going to talk poorly of her on camera because we didn't have an issue. So like I said in last night's episode, I thought she was reserved and maybe a bit more cold, like, because we always had small talk. And I'd always go up to her, hey, Lauren, how are you going? So to think she just hated me for so long, and I'm just this Boganic person that is feral and, speaks garbage or whatever, like, was just, okay, wow. So, my intuition was telling me something.
Sorry, did you just make up a new word, Boganic?
I didn't make it up. That's good of Lauren who made it up.
Oh,
That's definitely a Lauren term.
Did Lauren say that? Because I actually love that word. You should embrace that.
No, I have. It was actually my user as an Instagram caption.
I love that so much.
Because I was like, it's very creative. I'll give it to her. Like, that was probably the best thing to come out of her mouth.
One interesting thing about this season is it seems like a lot of contestants have gone rogue. Like, every time I scroll TikTok, I see that you guys are on social media, you're spilling spoilers. I won't give any of those spoilers away in this interview, but, what is going on over there? Are people just ignoring their contracts? Because we are getting a lot of spoilers on social media from contestants.
Look, it is such a disservice people do to the audience, your own little community that you're forming, and to even themselves. Like, protect your outcome. But again, there are a lot of narcissistic people that do, unfortunately, go on Married at First Sight. And when you do have, narcissistic tendencies, getting your, trying to control your narrative and getting your truth out and, exposing yourself as a, in quote marks, victim, like, you can't help yourself. But you know what? Like, I think Jackie posted one. If I'm gonna go rogue, I may as well do it well. And you know what? She's been bloody entertaining online.
That is true. What do you make of Adrian and making his own fan accounts?
Oh God, I remember I actually figured out he created one. I said to him, like, you did not. I just knew this was his account, and now I've seen like about 5 come out, and I was like, look, I'm not being funny, but not even my husband has a dedicated fan page. So, like, Adrian, I know this has to be you.
That is
you don't
so
have 5,
funny.
buddy.
Well, actually, Dave and Billy have joined forces and they have a joint TikTok account. How do you feel about that, Jamie? It seems like you've been cut out of the equation there.
I mean, I don't need to hang on to anyone else, do I?
That is so
Billy,
true. I would totally follow you on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm on TikTok. I mean, like, obviously Channel 9's handling that right now, not me. But it is all my content. And obviously Billy and Dave's friendship was something that was very much highlighted in the show. And I think, Billy being stuck in Perth, probably missing out, I think they were like, yes, let's create a little group page.
Oh, nice.
So
well,
funny.
Jamie, I'm loving seeing your and Dave's love story play out. We don't want any spoilers, but you better not break up or I don't believe in love anymore.
Oh, my God, I have people come up to me all the time. I'm just like, I'm trying. Just keep watching.
Okay, that's making me nervous. That's making me nervous, Jamie. Keep watching for what? Hopefully love to blossom?
No, you got to keep watching so you can see what happens.
Okay.
Love to blossom. I just shot the L bomb. I'm clearly very into him. So all signs are looking up.
It always does, though. This is what happens, Jamie. It always does, and then it explodes right at the end.
Oh, God.
No, I've worried you. Well, I've loved watching you and Dave so far. Thank you so much for joining us, Jamie.
No, thank you for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Good on you, Jamie. That was awesome.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Be Boganic.
That's such a good word. See you, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.
Be Boganic.